Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video, we will discuss about Dividend Portfolio Management Framework for satellite positions. To begin with, satellite positions are smaller investment ideas that sit around a stronger core portfolio. The goal is not to replace your main holdings, but to add income growth, sector exposure, special opportunities, or an extra dividend boost in a controlled way. This framework helps investors manage those smaller positions with more discipline and less emotion. First, you need to define the role of the satellite position. Before buying, ask why this investment belongs in the portfolio. It may be added for higher income, dividend growth, exposure to a specific sector, or a special opportunity. When the purpose is clear, it becomes easier to decide whether the position still deserves a place later. Next, you should set an allocation limit. Satellite positions should normally be smaller than core holdings because they may carry more uncertainty or a narrower investment thesis. For example, each satellite position might stay around 2% to 5% of the portfolio, while the total satellite bucket may stay around 10% to 20%. This helps control risk and prevents one small idea from becoming too large. After that, you screen dividend candidates carefully. Instead of chasing the highest yield, look for quality businesses with reliable dividend characteristics. Useful factors include dividend yield, payout ratio, dividend history, and sector fit. A strong candidate should support the overall portfolio, not simply look attractive because of a high headline yield. Then, you check risk and quality. This step helps separate strong dividend opportunities from weak ones. Review earning strength, cash flow, debt levels, business stability, and dividend safety. A company with weak cash flow or too much debt may struggle to maintain dividends, even if the yield looks attractive at first. Now, you plan the entry and position size. Instead of buying all at once without a plan, choose a reasonable buy range and decide how large the position should become. Staged buying can help reduce timing risk. Also, avoid over-concentration and match the position size with your confidence level. The more uncertain the idea, the smaller the position should usually be. Next, you monitor and rebalance the satellite position over time. Track performance, dividend changes, valuation changes, and allocation drift. A quarterly review can help you decide whether the position still fits your plan. If it becomes too large, you may trim it. If the dividend is cut or the business changes, you may need to reassess the original thesis. Finally, you set exit rules before problems become emotional decisions. Know when to hold, trim, or sell. Possible exit reasons may include a broken investment thesis, a dividend cut, stretched valuation, or a better opportunity elsewhere. Clear exit rules help investors stay consistent and avoid holding a weak position just because they do not want to admit a mistake. In addition, remember the sample structure shown here. A portfolio might keep 80% in core holdings and 20% in satellite positions. For example, that satellite bucket could include 5 smaller holdings at around 4% each. This approach keeps the core portfolio stable while still allowing room for selected dividend opportunities. Overall, the key lesson is that satellite positions should complement core holdings, not replace them. Position sizing helps control risk, dividend quality matters more than headline yield, and a written framework improves consistency. At the same time, diversification across sectors, tax impact, fees, and market conditions should always be reviewed. This framework is for educational purposes only and is not a guarantee. Dividend income and portfolio results can vary with market conditions, company performance, and investment decisions. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.